Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Pocket Moggers here with my brother today as a special needs instructor slash attendant and a substitute teacher for preschool. My brother is one of those as well. I am often
Hey y'all.
taking. Oh, yeah. Say hey again.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. How's it going?
I'm often taking special needs adults or children to the movies to go see the different things coming out in theaters. But I wanted to talk about this one with y'all today because it's pretty popular right now, and it is Pokemon adjacent. I wouldn't call it Pokemon related, but Pokemon adjacent for sure. And that is, we're going to talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which
Yes.
we saw that over the weekend. We saw it on Saturday, not on Friday. Had a pretty nice, cozy theater, wouldn't you say? Not too many people.
Yeah, not too many people. We didn't have a theater or anything.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't like it was with the Minecraft movie, where we had kids screaming chicken jockey and being annoying and stuff like that. So that was great to see. But I'm gonna put it on like we do with our moggings. I'm gonna put it out of 10 here real quick, and I'm gonna ask my brother here for his score, and then I'll give you mine. So if you had to put this movie out of 10, where would you put this movie, bro?
Mm,
I caught him at a bad moment. He's got
as
some
far as
candy.
as far as the movie itself, movie like plot wise and stuff is at like a 4.
Yeah, not too far off from where I am too. How about just like big picture with everything?
With everything wrapped up in it, I'd put it at like a 5.
A major promotion there, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree though. The look of the movie and the sound of the movie was great, but it has to be a movie at some point, you know?
hmm
There needs to be a plot. There needs to be some sort of conflict that gets resolved. That it needs to have characters. The only person in there that I thought was a character in any way, shape, or form was Bowser,
Yeah.
right? Who went from, well, bad in the first movie to good for 25 minutes of this movie to bad again, seemingly overnight. I guess he kind of pleaded with Junior not to kill them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? But after one attack where they seemingly got horribly mangled and something happened to him, he was just totally fine with killing them again. I don't understand it, you know? And I heard people criticizing Moist Critical, saying, well, they explained why he loves his son in a flashback. Like that. Guys, you can love your son and still not murder your friends. You know what I mean? Those things don't have to go hand in hand with each other. And sure, Bowser is a villain, but he's not a villain. But he's not, yeah, he's not like Dahmer, right? He's not a remorseless monster, But Peach was on that ship too.
hmm
And he's just totally fine with that. He sang a whole darn song about how much he loved her last movie, but this time, yeah, kill her, whatever. It makes no sense, especially since they needed Rosalina for the battery, right? In order to power things up. Isn't Peach also one of those batteries?
Yeah.
So just keep Peach alive in case Rosalina dies. Boom, you got another battery.
Yeah.
Right? I don't understand. Also, how is Rosalina able to power the big boom thing if Bowser Jr. can just capture her with some goop? Anyway,
Yeah.
it didn't take him that long to get her at all, and the damage that she did to his stuff was negligible. The big robot that she up again.
Mhm.
Later, it's totally fine. So this all-powerful Star Warrior did negligible damage to all of these people, got kidnapped, and then didn't even, like, Rosalina and Peach's parts of the movie are the most frustrating aspect of the whole movie to me.
Oh yeah.
To me.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Okay, fine. They're like The Littlest Prince. For anybody who doesn't know, The Littlest Prince is a book series in France where a little boy is made out of like stardust and stuff like that, and he lives on a little planet, and he eventually decides to set off and go into the universe and see things. I can't say for sure to bet that a lot of this movie was heavily inspired by that, especially since so many European people are involved over at Illumination. Um, you know, excuse me, I got to burp real quick. Thank you. Um, so okay, fine. So okay, fine. They're the littlest prince, right?
Mhm.
And they've got star power, and they can make stars, and they can do star stuff. But somebody lived on their planet before them. There's a warp pipe
Mhm.
that Rosalina just pushes Peach through to get to the other thing. And warp pipes don't just appear in nature; they're plumbing,
Yeah.
even in this universe. So somebody lived there
Mhm.
with them, right? Also, how? Look, I could sit here and dissect this whole thing for long. I'm not trying to be a Scrooge. I'm not going to sit here and just on the Peach and Rosalina thing right now. I'm just saying it. There is so much that you can take apart. I should note real quick, and I am going to toot my own horn. Sorry about that, folks. It's not my intention. It's just something to establish credibility here. My degree in college, I graduated with a degree in writing. I graduated with a degree in writing and rhetoric and stuff, right? So I'm not talking out of my butt here when I talk about these criticisms. I spent years studying the structure of story and the development of character and things like that. And it's not insulting because the movie is made for supposed to be complicated, but it is a little off-putting that they just assumed kids are so dumb that they don't even need to try
Mm.
with any of this stuff. There's a difference between not caring and caring too much, and they definitely went more the not caring, where it was, well, nobody even remembers what really happened in the first movie except the song, right? Which, by the way, while we're talking about it, Jack Black didn't get another song.
Nope.
I thought that was weird
They
too.
said nope.
Yeah. Enough with Peaches. We're done. That's crazy. The Minecraft movie let him go berserk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said, "Here, you want 25 songs, Jack?" And he said, "Sorry, I do a terrible Jack Black, but yeah, yeah, he took them up on that." Um, yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he didn't get one. And honestly, I thought it would be funny, although it would have to be short, if they made Benny Safdie sing. If Bowser Jr. had that like musical element from his father, right? And like all the other Koopalings are like, of course. Right? Under all the Koopas. Just like we got rid of one and this one sings too, of course. Right?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I thought so, but whatever. There are a couple of things like that that just didn't develop into anything. We're gonna go on a tangent for a second, but my brother here has been watching One Piece recently.
Yeah.
And he's getting into it. But I want to tell you guys, if you're One Piece fans, he's getting into it. But I want to tell you guys, if you're One Piece fans, I'm sorry for everybody who isn't. But to be fair, it's got like 800 million readers, so odds are you are a One Piece fan, or at least know of it. And I just want to talk to you guys about this genius idea that my brother had while they were, and like. He was thinking on the same tracks that I was thinking with the Mario movie with Bowser Jr. And his idea was really smart, even though it couldn't have worked. And most of us know why it couldn't have worked, because the character involved couldn't die. They were important for later things. But anyway, I'm gonna let him explain real quick what his idea was.
Oh wow, I don't remember what it is talking about.
He doesn't remember. So, Alabasta, when Bon Clay and Sanji are fighting each other, and Bon Clay switches his faces to look at me so that Sanji won't hurt him. While that's going on, at the same time, Nami is running away from two of Crocodile's assassins who are in the town. And my brother thought it would be a really smart idea if the two assassins ran into Bon Clay disguised as Nami and assumed he was Nami and then started chasing after him, and we got rid of everybody that way, that Nami and Sanji could get together and get their way over to helping Luffy out with Crocodile and everything like that. And I thought that was a super smart idea, but as One Piece fans know, Bon Clay, I wouldn't call him the most important character, but Bon Clay has his roles to fill in the series, so he couldn't die. But again, great idea. And I was thinking about fight when I was thinking about that idea in the theater with Bowser Jr., where I don't want to, again, I'm not trying to gloat, but just like with your moment, I was like, it's actually kind of hype. That's kind of better than what we ended up getting, right? And I don't mean to say that I am on the same caliber as the Mario Galaxy writers, or certainly not Eiichiro Oda. The Mario Galaxy movie writers, maybe a little more. But yeah. It just kind of struck me in the same way. It was like, wow, that's really genius. That would be super cool. No, too bad. We're going to talk about the two surprise guest characters in the movie very quickly. Just kind of spiel about them real quick, because Caleb and I went to go see the movie for Fox McCloud. Star Fox 64 is one of my brother's favorite games.
Yeah, for real.
I
can play Star Fox 64 anytime, any day.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good game.
It really is. I also am a big fan, although I am straight booty compared to him in the game. I do enjoy it quite a bit. I am more of a Sega guy, and I've always been a big fan of Panzer Dragoon and all of its games. So I've never been the Star Fox guy, but I am always happy to watch Star Fox. It's just so much fun to see. Even Star Fox Adventures, it's not good, but it's a bad Ocarina of Time, and even a bad Ocarina of Time is better than most games. It was just exciting to see Fox in something that wasn't Smash Brothers. See that somebody actually remembered Fox exists.
See, I see nothing of redeeming value. Star Fox Adventures.
You see nothing of redeeming value in Star Fox Adventures at all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. We're tangenting again. We're jumping into this real quick. All right, bro. Tell me what makes you say that? I am not judging. I am just curious.
You spend 3/4 of the game looking for equipment, and it's incredibly boring.
True.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I mean, that's totally fair, man. I am not here to poo-poo you. I was just curious. I find it interesting that you didn't bring up the escort mission stuff with Tricky. Real quick, again, personal information here, but just as a lore bomb, if you will, I guess. I originally went to college for paleontology, and still to this day study paleontology pretty strongly. I was at the time, I doubt I am anymore, but I was at the time the youngest member of the National Paleontological Society when I joined. And I'm an amateur fossil hunter. Whoa, there we go. Hunter, excuse me, guys. And love everything prehistory and especially dinosaurs. So like that part of it should just be right up my alley. But escort missions will take literally anything you love and turn them into the thing you hate most in the world. So yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with you that it's bad. I just think it has the framework of that framework. It has propped itself. It's like basically, the clip of Homer where he's super skinny and he's got all the rubber bands tied onto the flab on his back to make him. Yeah, it's like that. Where no, it's not good, but the stuff that it's Ocarina of Time, right, is good, and so I'm able to kind of forgive it. But anyway. Back to Star Fox. What did you think of Star Fox in the movie?
He didn't really do much.
No, he really didn't. He also didn't really act like himself. It was cocky. Oh, he really didn't. He also didn't really act like himself. It was cocky, kind of like emotional, kind of quick-tempered. I was like, oh, this is Falco.
Yeah.
Falco's the mouthy jerk. Where's Fox? But who knows? Maybe they're doing maybe they're gonna go through his life, right? Maybe he's supposed to be young Fox McCloud in this movie. I don't know. Miyamoto says Mario's still 24, which is ridiculous. That 24-year-old who dresses years ago. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? But I did love the R-Wing bits. I did like the fact that they made it abundantly clear that if it was just Fox doing this by himself and he wasn't worried about anything, he would have just blown that UFO up and Bowser. He would have just blown that UFO up and Bowser Jr. would be dead. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I definitely wanted to see more. That pseudo anime style that they used when Fox was doing his like backstory for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just make that. Just make that an anime. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Yeah, Star Fox doesn't need a movie. Give Star Fox a 15 episode season. Right?
That'd be cool.
15, 20 minutes long, cover the Lilat Wars, since that's the only thing that ever happened in Star Fox, apparently. Into it. We did. It's in the mid-2000s, we moved past it, and then we just circled right back down that drain, didn't we? Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that will be what it's about. Not that I expected it, but I do have to say I am kind of bummed Wolf wasn't there too. I thought that would have been a fun way to explain Fox not being able to help as much. Right? Also, would kind of explain where the giant UFO came from. This is tied into the UFO, folks. We're gonna go and do another tangent here. Sorry. Going with what we're thinking of, because I mean, kind of seems like that's what they did for the movie. So we really weren't that worried about some sort of script here. So how and where did Bowser's intergalactic empire come from?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been super useful in the first Mario Brothers movie? Why are you traveling on foot to get to different castles to take the superstar when your giant UFO that's bigger than the entire country could just shoot one laser beam down and level everything, right?
Yeah.
Kidnap Peach and then kill everybody else. Right? That's the only thing you care about. Right?
Too easy.
It is too easy, I know. It's almost like they kind of thought about stuff like that for the first movie and said, maybe Bowser shouldn't have all these tools in his kit because it would be too easy, especially with a green Mario. And then they went out of nowhere, not Luigi, mind you, an inexperienced Mario. And then they went out of their way to just completely undo that. In this, as far as I can tell, Bowser Jr. has lived in outer space his whole life. There seemed to be nothing. They went out there. Remember, they went out of their way to be like, our planet was destroyed and we're the last of our race. And here we are traveling the universe, destroying things. Oh, really? Where was any of that last time? Right? Of course, there are going to be parts about Bowser's life that we don't know about in this movie. I would hope so. That's how complex characters work. Bowser Jr. being a great example of that. But you're an idiot if you don't bring your giant spaceship to the land and sea battle. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if we're in Return of the Jedi, right? And the Empire's just like, hey, the rebels are hiding with these natives on this planet who are using this crew. Right? They're absolutely hopeless. There's no chance they could stop us. And then Vader went, no, wait. Give your men sticks too. Give them sticks and give them bows and arrows, because I want this to be fair. You're the villain! What do you care?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, man. It's okay to pull things out of your butt sometimes, but you can't pull a giant intergalactic weapon out of your butt. Be something a little smaller than that. A little smaller than that. Right? Anyway, I mean, I think. We didn't talk about guest number 2, which I forgot to bring up. Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah.
He's in there for like 5 seconds, and he is the most smash-coated character in the whole thing.
Yeah.
He uses the stupid umbrella. Oh my gosh,
Parachute.
I called it an umbrella. Parachute. Thank you. The parachute to descend when he was getting hit and stuff. I thought for sure he was going to pull a hammer out and just hit him with a 9 and send Bowser Jr. flying, right? That was a strange but fun one. I will say, okay, that must purely be for the adults. I don't know many kids, even if they are playing Smash Brothers, I don't know many kids who are going, oh, Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah.
He's way cooler than Sephiroth.
Yeah.
For a child. Yeah, I don't see that one happening. But yeah, that was fun. And I did want to say very quickly, the one joke in the movie that made me like really laugh. I did get a chuckle out of the Mario and Luigi asking Yoshi what happened. And then being like, I guess we'll never know. Excuse me, that got me. But when Bowser Jr. said, "Prepare to meet your maker," the final part of his dungeon, and it was a Mario Maker level. That was fun. That was cute. Good job on that one, guys. But yeah, I mean, it is an entertaining movie. If you are a parent going to see it for your child, or like you are in my case, going for somebody, an adult. See, the young man that I watch mentally is anywhere from like 10 to 12 years old. He loves everything Nintendo under the sun. And the minute this was announced, he begged me to go. He gave it an 11 out of 10. If he is ever on the show, I would love to have him on the show so that he can talk about these things sometimes and share his experiences too. You will hear 11 out of 10 pretty much every time. It is very hard to get that young man to hate something, and that is just a wonderful thing about him. You know, he sometimes shows me perspectives on things I didn't think about, and I think that's great. But the Mario movie was not one of those. Even remotely close to one of those, folks. It needs something. It doesn't have to be, life-changing. I'm not expecting Dune out of Mario. I'm not expecting the Count of Monte Cristo out of Super Mario Galaxy, right? But give me Super Mario Galaxy. Even Super Mario Galaxy the game, Galaxy the movie, and the narrative of that is, oh no, Peach got taken. Anyway, let's go save her.
Yeah.
You know, I just think that the people at Illumination and Nintendo need to take a second and really think about what they're doing, not about what people will recognize, not about what's going to give them the biggest like buzzwords at some sort of event or something like that. They completely and totally flubbed the Fox McCloud thing. By the way, even if you did, because I saw all the screenshots that people posted that said that really looks like Fox, and it looked like Fox to me too, but keep it a secret. I mean, people would have lost their mind going in seeing Fox. I mean, at least Nintendo fans would have, right? You could have gotten people with a big plus there. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But, having said that, I think I've certainly rambled on long enough. Do you have anything you'd like to add, bro?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun being on.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming on. We're going to do this more often as things go on. Maybe when you're finally caught up to One Piece in 25 years,
Yeah.
we'll do a One Piece retrospective.
Yeah, on episode 206.
He's on 206, folks. He's got a long way to go, but you know what, man? He is just enjoying the heck out of it. And it's my face. I told him a few days ago, I wish you now could hang out with me 20 years ago when I was watching it to talk about it together that way. But hey, you know what? We're enjoying it now. I'm watching it with him when I can. Gosh, there's so much I've forgotten, and just like major stuff, but like little things and little things and conversations and stuff, and it's great to go back and check that out. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in talking One Piece, we can talk One Piece. Leave a comment below. It's not my favorite anime. I know I'm gonna get some groans from people when I say this, but Dragon Ball is my favorite. So I'm a little more knowledgeable on that one, but I love them both. I am very, very, very excited for him to get to the crossover with Dragon Ball, One Piece, and the also Rans. A plant. You will never convince me that wasn't an op from Shonen Jump. But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna close things up here. Thanks so much for your time. Let your family members know that you love them. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Leave comments down below.